Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning in yet again every Monday to the Smoking Simian podcast. Today, I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about, I have no fucking clue. I never know. I almost never know what the fuck I'm going to talk to you guys about. So I think what I'm going to do is lean into some of the current events that are going on. The first one being COVID. COVID is still a current event, supposedly. I thought COVID was like, so 2020. People are getting COVID and they're, playing basketball and arm wrestling. And it's like anybody can have COVID now, you know what I'm saying? 80-year-old women can have COVID and jump around and go to church and cough and shake hands. And I thought COVID was fine. But now I'm reading headlines that in Europe they're bracing for the next wave, the third wave. Whoa! This is getting ridiculous. This is getting quite ridiculous. I'm telling you guys, man, if they do another quarantine, which I don't think is going to happen. Let me get that out there first. My opinion on this is I don't think they're going to do another quarantine. Unless this fucking third wave is some crazy strain that mutated or whatever. But I don't know. And I'm an idiot, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm also kind of being hopeful that things don't happen like that again. But you can't. You can't do that. You can't do that. You're going to have people in the house again for a whole fucking, what was it, almost a whole year in 2020. I mean, don't get me wrong, 2020 was a phenomenal year for me and for some other people that I've spoken to, but we can't just lock shit down again and force these companies, these small businesses, I don't care about corporations, but these small businesses to adapt, and then we lose them all because they can't. You know what I'm saying? It's supposedly Italy is bracing for their next shutdown, but I read that maybe a few weeks ago, so I don't know when it's supposed to happen. I don't know what the fuck's supposed to happen. But listen, guys, we can't be scared of this bullshit no more. We can't. I mean, I'm not calling it bullshit just because, I'm not tolerant of it anymore. I understand it's a disease. We all understand it. But there's plenty of other diseases. People aren't dying from it as much anymore. Now, again, if this thing turns into something crazy, starts eating people's brains from the inside out, then it's like, okay, maybe we do need to go under a quarantine again, get a new vaccine, the whole thing. But how the fuck do we go from getting a brand new vaccine or a couple new vaccines, to, going back to the possibility of having a quarantine? I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, sure, we can look back last year and say, hey, we were late to the party, and when it comes to quarantining and all that type of shit, and restrictions and all that, but, these other countries got hit very, very bad. Not saying the U.S. didn't, but I can see why they're still very apprehensive. Like in Italy, they got fucking hammered, right? They were one of the first, aside from in China, in Wuhan or wherever it originated from, aside from there, they were one of the first major places to really get hit bad with it, and I can see the apprehension. I understand. And the reason why I brought up the fact that we were late to the party the last time is because now it might not be as bad, if we're being honest. You know what I'm saying? Plus, this is something I remember when I was a kid, right? I remember when I used to train karate. When I was a young lad, but I was surrounded by older men. And I remember them speaking to each other. I don't remember the content of the entire conversation, but I remember something along the lines of, there's too many people on this earth. And going, yeah, we need a plague. We need a plague. How many of those guys do you think had those conversations throughout fucking humanity? And how often did it actually come through? Now, I was a kid. I was like 10 years old. That's 13 years ago, right? Took a little bit of time, but they got it. Right? They fucking got it. And I'm not one to get, conspiracy theoretical, even though I had an episode on them. But, I do like to look behind the curtain every once in a while and ask weird questions and maybe don't shut the podcast off yet, people. Don't, you know what I'm saying? But maybe Another breakout isn't that bad. Now hear me out. Now hear me out. People are going to die. Yes. People are going to die. People die all the time. More people died. Yes. It will cause more people to die. Probably. Yes. But when we get back to things, maybe it'll help. Maybe it will help that there aren't so many fucking people walking around this planet. Because we do such a good job of destroying it. As well as ourselves, right? Think about how ready we are to just jump through the window at a McDonald's drive-thru because they're taking way too goddamn long, right? Because there's too many fucking people, right? Tell me how many times you're not ready to get out of your car on the freeway when you haven't moved in 30 minutes, right? And smash every window in front of you, right? Doesn't matter who's in the car, it could be anybody, and you just, whatever, baby, fuck it, smash. That's how upset you are. Now imagine if we could all cut our traffic sitting time in half, and all that it would take was another global pandemic. For those who aren't watching, I'm doing the pantomime of the weighing things, right? You know, global pandemic. People not, being able to get my latte 30 seconds earlier. This is a tough one. But, nonetheless, I think that this second time around, or at least I hope, that everybody's going to be a little more, not hysterical about it, right? Can we get back to joking about things again? Please. That's what I'm trying to get back at. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get back to joking about sensitive things, right? Like coronavirus. And it really shouldn't be that sensitive. You feel me? It really shouldn't. It was a disease. It ravaged through the countryside, right? It murked a bunch of people. It probably murked your grandmother. It killed someone in my family. Killed my cousin in Italy. It is what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously, that's not good. That's not good. But it is what it is. It's a fucking thing. I could have gotten killed. We could get another fucking a wave, and I could get absolutely run through and murdered. And all I will be thinking about is that I will not be in that line with you behind me. I'm really thinking about you when I'm going on this rant right now. I'm thinking about you guys. I'm thinking about you guys. I'm putting this energy on me that, hey, maybe I'll be one of the population that's decreased, right? Maybe I'll be a part of that. I'm really doing this I'm a martyr. I really am. Like, I don't know if you guys understand the correlation between me and someone like, I don't know, Gandhi, right? We're very, very similar in the sense that, hey, you want to come kill us, go ahead, but we're doing it for some people. Me particularly, it's because I don't want you to wait in traffic so long. That's why. That's why a pandemic is good. Pandemic is good so that we can kill some people, so that we don't have to wait as long for things, so that our lives are better, right? Right or wrong? Tell me. Tell me what you think. I would love to know. Because, and also, if you take this completely seriously, well, there is some truth to this, though. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I don't want people killed. My cousin, I loved her. The whole nine. But, come on, guys. We got to be a little satirical here about another COVID wave. Another one. Oof. Another one. Really. We're going to do another COVID wave. Go ahead. Bring it. I got my surfboard, baby. We're riding this motherfucker. Comedically, the whole time, I'm going to be talking shit about COVID. Even if it kills me, I'm going to be on my deathbed. Ha ha, COVID. Whoa. Everybody else won't have to stand in line. Yeah. I'm done. Now you can go to a bar and actually get a drink. Whoa. You can get a drink at a crowded bar because it won't be so crowded. Because people like me will be gone. We will be eradicated due to the plague, the disease. No, but I think we're going to be all right. I think we're going to be A-okay, everybody. Do not get worried about that shit. We are going to be A-okay. Now, another thing that's going on that's very strange, and it's been brought to my attention because, and I'm going to try my best not to joke about this because it is a little bit of an aspect of race, but it's been brought to my attention that and I'm pretending to be a school principal here. It's been brought to my attention you've been disruptive. You've been disruptive. You've been insubordinate, and we're going to give you 3 weeks detention. Now, there's been some very violent crimes against Asians, the Asian community. Very, very weird. Very, it's obviously xenophobic. It's obviously people are fucking morons and they're racists and they want to just fucking kill people, right? I just had a whole rant about killing people, but not me particularly, right? I even said that I could get killed by the very thing that I want to kill people. Well, I don't want it to, but, you get the idea. Maybe a little. Anyway, it's, as far as in my lifetime, I've never seen, obviously, the U.S. likes to pick nationalities and stuff like that to be, I guess for lack of a better term, weary of, right? To be weary of these type of people, but that's just nonsense. It's absolute nonsense to think that, just because somebody's Asian means that they have coronavirus and they're going to cough all over you and you're going to get sick. It's impossible. It's an impossible thing. It's a stupid fucking notion, and it's quite irritating. It's just like any other, alienation of a race or a group of people or anything like that. It's just strange that just because a pandemic blew up in China, that a whole country of warmongering racist people would just pick Asian people to pick on. I don't understand how that happens. How strange. How weird. Now I love America. I'm over here kind of bad talking it a little bit. I love it here. You know what I'm saying? If who knows if I was born somewhere else, if I could even do any of this. Right? I could even come on here and talk to you guys the way that I'm talking to you guys. But everybody's got their bad side. Everybody, every organization, everything. And the U.S., obviously the bigger the scale problems. The bigger scale success, the bigger the scale problems. So it's like, yeah, if you figure it out in the U.S., you do a great job, you get your money, you do your thing, you live a lovely life, and yada, yada, yada. But if you happen to be doing this while you are in one of these groups that everybody decides to alienate, then you could shit the bed. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just races. It's not always just races. Right now, it's the Asian community, and they need the spotlight on them. I'm always one for raising awareness, right? That's not what I'm here for. I'm just here to talk about it and speak on it, but I 100% am I'm getting a 4 for 4 from Wendy's. No, I mean, obviously, anything bad that's happening, any injustices to a race or to a community that essentially isn't doing anything to harm anybody, I mean, that obviously should be brought to light. But it's not always racist, right? It's not always racist. I just watched a documentary on Netflix. It was about the Rajneeshpuram. And, some people may know what I'm talking about, some people don't. It's actually weird because of how crazy of a thing it was. Nobody fucking knows that it happened. Everybody I bring it up to is like, Rajneesh, I never even heard of that. Even older people that would have been, around at that time. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on. But the documentary is called Wild Wild Country. I recommend, you guys check it out. It's really, really good. And it's about this commune of people that started in India. And it was just a group of people, right? Don't get me wrong. It's very cult-like, right? Let me just spread all the cards on the table. There's a guy that they believe in, the Bhagwan. They feel like he's been alive for millions and millions of years. He comes out, everybody drops their feet, smiling and crying, and they love him, and it's very, very weird. Everybody does it. Every single person around him does it. It's very, very, very weird. But they love this guy, and the things that he preached were very strange, because he was a mystic, right? And they weren't all strange, but some of them were, right? Like some of the lesser strange things were actually good ideas, right? Like, living in an area with very fertile greenery and plants, right? Growing your own food, raising your own animals, right? Living in a community where everybody supports each other. Free love, that's not a bad idea. I mean, it's very risque, right? It's very risque to, let your wife get deep dicked by the guy next door while you do it to the woman across the street. I mean, that's, but that's what it is. If hey, You know what I'm saying? But a lot of it was, being peace and harmony, meditation, that type of thing. But a lot of the other weird shit was, some of the practices that they had was like, throughout their meditation, they would start screaming, and then they'd get butt naked and they'd dance with each other and sing and cry. And it was very strange. And I understand it's like getting everything out and meditating and whatever, getting it out in the world so that it doesn't come out in some other unnecessary situation. But it's just weird, right? It is weird. They're all in a room screaming, butt naked, wrestling each other. And then 2 minutes later, they got a disco ball on, and they're dancing to KC and the Sunshine Band. So it's very weird. And, another weird thing about them is that, yes, they want to live out by nature, and they want to help their neighbor and everything like that, but they are materialistic. You know what I'm saying? They're partly capitalistic, right? When they had their own commune, when they built their own town in Oregon, right, which is what I was getting at, everybody had jobs. The Bhagwan himself had like 14 Rolls Royces. Very, very weird. But again, they took their commune from India. People all over the world came to meet this Bhagwan guy. And they took it from India and they moved to Oregon, a place, they bought a whole, estate right out, just acres and acres. And I don't know how they got all this money, but acres and acres and acres. And they made their own town called Rajneeshpuram. And it was right outside of Antelope, Oregon, which was a little, 2-digit population town. It's like a retirement town. Old people go there to live out the rest of their days and relax and whatever. And now they have a commune of thousands of people, right? Bringing in trucks, building structures, right? Building restaurants and laundromats and all these things that any other town would have. And they're doing very, very weird things, but they're ultimately not doing anything terrible just yet. Don't get me wrong. These people do some fucked up shit later on. And it's not the people, it's one of the people in power. It's the lady right under the Bhagwan, his secretary, who goes on to poison, poison the whole Waco County, right? Waco County was the county that Rajneeshpuram was in. And they go to poison them, give everybody salmonella, and, it's really good. It's nice, It's a good evil plot. I don't know why she was doing that I think it was because she was, they were almost getting legislated out of Oregon. So they took over Antelope because they got enough seats in the local government, the local committee. They took over that. So now all of Antelope is theirs. So now they're starting to do some fucked up shit. And then they were trying to take Waco County, which is Oregon, and she tried to get people to stay home on poll days, on voting day with salmonella, be sick, so that everyone in her. So this is getting fucked up, and the more I tell you about that, the less I'm proving my point. But the reason why I brought all that up was because, again, bare bones, they're not doing the worst fucking things. They're just different. They're doing things differently, and it's in a place where they're right next to. They were right next to a town of complete contrast, a town of old school right wing. This is how we live. You know what I'm saying? You get married, you have kids, you work, you retire, and that's it. There's nothing else. You deal with your problems remotely. Maybe you get a therapist. You never deal with it on your own the right way, right? Not saying that this is the conscious thing that happens through our minds, but that's just, the way that we've been raised. You either get a therapist or you deal with it on your own, and I put quotations up because that doesn't always work. Unless you're meditating, right? So again, these people had some good ideas and they were interesting cats, but to try and legislate them out of there because they were weird or different from you, I mean, it's a testament to what goes on in the country as a whole. We just pick a group, we pick a race or a culture. Now, in that particular case, it was right because there was fucking scumbags. For the most part, not the people. I shouldn't say the people, but the secretary. She went mad with power, and that's obviously doesn't pertain to this particular argument. But all I'm saying is that this isn't new. This isn't new. The U.S. loves to pick on fucking whoever, right? Because it's almost like every citizen, right? Every citizen feels like they're doing the whole country or the whole world, I should say, a fucking justice by being around, right? Like, you're in this country, Not saying, I keep going back on myself, but that's like the stereotypical in my mind. I don't like to use stereotypes, but sometimes they fit, right? This is our goddamn country, and you ain't gonna come here and fuck all these kind of things up for us. You understand? So we're gonna shit on you, and all of us are gonna shit on you, and it's gonna be a big shit fest. God damn it. Nobody's gonna fuck with you because we're gonna keep shitting on you, especially when the president's behind it, right? Last year, the president calling it the Kung Fu virus and the Chinese virus, like that. That's just a go light, a green light for all the scumbags that already feel that way, right? So that doesn't help either. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that. What else is going on? Stimmies. You guys get your stimmies? You guys get your 1400? I'm moving, so I need to use that shit. We're getting a new studio. We're moving to a new apartment, so one of the rooms is going to be a studio. It's going to look different. It's going to be cool. Going to be nice. It's going to be awesome. Going to be fun. But that 1400, man, it's taking too goddamn long to hit my account. I'm about to slap up Joey Moneybags real quick because, or Moneybag Joe, whatever the fuck his name is. Because I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. I need my money. I need that damn money. I paid taxes this year, right? Because I didn't pay any while I was collecting all that free money last year. I didn't pay any, which I should have. But I wasn't thinking about it. I was starting podcasts and glove brands, and going on vacations. So luckily I saved some of it, but I had to pay this year, and I was anticipating that 1400 to go ahead and use it to pay, but I guess not. I guess they got wise to what the fuck I was doing. Isn't that crazy, right? I mean, I'm sure it'll happen. I'm sure I'll check my bank account or it'll come in the mail or something. But isn't that weird? How like when you finally win at something or you game the system at something, the shit takes way longer. Like I already paid my taxes this year. Like I forgot what I had to pay. It was like $750, which sucks, right? It's half the stimulus check, but I already paid it. Now, for me to get my money, it's going to take fucking forever. Last year, I got my taxes on Thanksgiving. I got my tax return on Thanksgiving, bro. Do you understand that? That's fucking bananas. Tax return on Thanksgiving. So, it's just like the same thing. I don't know if you guys bet, anybody a gambler or whatever. We have the sports book in Lincoln. You win, it takes fucking 8 days for you to get your shit, regardless of how small it was. You know what I'm saying? You put a $15 bet, you win another $15, you're $30. Oof. Just wait. But when you transfer to go and do a bet, oh yeah, immediate. I don't understand how that doesn't work backwards. Like it doesn't work either way. But yeah, I think it's fucked up that we even had to pay taxes on any of that money that we got last year. It's a fucking pandemic, bro. Like I'm all about, don't get me wrong. I'm all about in an economy. You don't want inflation, right? You don't want inflation in any of the markets, in the job market, in the finance market, in the real estate market, in any of these fucking markets. You don't want inflation. That being said, if you're already going to inflate, then what the fuck? Why are we getting taxed on it? Like, why? This is a fucking a global crisis. I don't know how other countries handled it. Maybe they, too, were taxing on these things, but I don't know. I just think that it's fucked up that everybody had to endure that shit, but now we got to pay taxes on it. If we didn't already, that should just be free fucking, obviously there's no such thing as free, especially in the U.S., and especially when we're talking about money. But it should have just fucking been free money. Like, I don't understand. This is me bitching a little bit, but I feel like you guys feel the same fucking way. Why we got to pay taxes on that shit? It's dumb. It's stupid. And I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Not one bit. And I'm going to legislate all these guys out of office to stop fucking us. Give us our free money. No. I'm just bitching because I want my money. I'm bitching because everybody else got their money and I want to use my money. I'm trying to get a new bicycle. I'm saying I'm getting a tattoo of a gorilla on my fucking back in a few weeks. Like, I need a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? And I got a fat credit card bill staring me in the face. We're moving to a new apartment. It's going to be a little bit more expensive. So, like, And I'm saying just a little bit on the edge, you feel me? But I don't care because I wouldn't get a gorilla on my back if I didn't think I was an absolute fucking gorilla who can handle anything that the world throws at him. You understand me? Yeah. So that's what's going on in my life. That's what's going on as far as current events. As far as the show goes, super excited to be moving to obviously the new studio. We're gonna keep all the posters. I want to put them in frames. Studio will be cool. We're gonna have hopefully a new setup here. You know what I'm saying? We'll get table's gonna be bigger. We're gonna have all the mics on the table. We're gonna have probably some new chairs, some new shit. So that'll be fun. As far as guests go, this is something I wanted to bring up to you guys. The next few episodes. There's a chance that they're gonna be on Zoom. Now that's just where I am at right now. That's what it looks like. Now, does that mean that they are going to be on Zoom? Not really. There's some that I'm assuming that I've booked that I'm assuming that I'm probably gonna have I have to do it Zoom. But it's all gonna be worth it. There are gonna be some good guests. That's again my main concern: getting good people that I want to speak to, getting good people that I want you guys to fucking listen to, someone that I'll have a good conversation with. I'm noticing that YouTube has been a huge jump for me. It's been huge. It's given me another metric to kind of look at. It's not just downloads anymore. I'm noticing that more people actually like YouTube, which is strange. I typically listen to my podcast, but that's what the fuck it is. YouTube's awesome. YouTube, learning all that shit's great. I'm lying. I hate learning everything about, or I hate learning about all this, tech shit. It's annoying. But, nonetheless. Oh, another good thing I guess we can bring up is the fact that the first quarter of the year is pretty much over, right? Woo 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 woo. Yahoo! First quarter of the year is almost fucking done. And I guess this is as good a time as ever to check up on my goals, right? Some of my goals. So I'm not even close to breaking even on obsessive aggression, which is fine. That's the top two goals that I had were to make money on the podcast and break even on obsessive aggression. But again, these are the year goals, number one. And number two, I always shoot high. So who knows what the fuck's going to happen. Another one on there was getting a bike, right? A bike's coming soon, right? I got approved for my financing, loan or whatever the fuck it is for my bike. So bicycle's coming soon. What else was on there? Travel. We got some traveling plans coming up. It looks like if everything goes good, I should be going back to Vermont like the second week of April, hopefully. And then in June, I'm going to Florida, which is going to be awesome. I'm going to record a couple podcasts down there. And then the end of summer, I'd like to go to Montana with the lovely Miss Caroline. That should be fun. I'm for whatever reason obsessed with Montana. I want to go. I love mountains. I love all that shit. So I'm super excited. If you're from Montana, hit me up. Tell me what the fuck there is to do out there. And then the last place this year is we might go to Disney in the fall. So I love Disney. I know it's it's stupid. People don't like Disney. It's cheesy. There's so much other cool shit in Florida. I don't care. I want to go to Disney. I want to have fun. I want to eat like a fat bastard, and I want to go on roller coasters and throw up and feel terrible. Okay, can I do that? I'm an adult. Okay, can I go to a child's amusement park and act like a fucking kid? Can I do that? Okay, thank you. Isn't that part of the reason why we become adults, so we can choose, right? We can be kids or adults, right? What other things? My money is all the way fucked up right now. I'm only working part-time because I'm trying to put more time into this. I'm trying to find ways to put more time into this, essentially. The money situation, the reason why I brought that up is because I think I talked about saving money and getting more money into my brokerage account, which I've put a little bit more money into my brokerage account. I sold some, and then I put some money back in. So I've been doing all right. I've been doing all right with the brokerage account. I'm nowhere near, double, which is what I wanted, but I'm nowhere near that, and I've lost some of my savings. But this is what we're here for, people. These are, if we don't set goals, then we don't know where we stand, right? We don't know what the fuck we're doing. So this is only the first quarter. It's only the first quarter. We're going to do another one of these check-ins when? June, right? Yeah, that'll be the, halfway through the year. So these next few months are going to be important. I got to step it up, especially in the reading one, bro. I said 20 books. I haven't even finished my first one. Granted, my first one's 625 pages, and if I finish it, or once I finish it, it's going to be the longest book I've ever fucking read. But, I'm not fully committed yet to reading, right? To reading every fucking day. And you'd think I would be by now. But again, guys, we shoot for the stars, we slip, but we keep aiming, right? We keep aiming, we keep fucking trying. And that's what it is. This episode turned into a mishmash of shit between me being a cynical asshole and then, talking about some conspiracies and how the country, it's the current state of the country and the mindset of the people. And then we finished off on some future prospects and what's going on coming forward. So make sure you guys hit me up on something, man. Tell me what the fuck you guys think about this. These episodes alone probably get a little weird, and they're, I myself am a fan of the ones I do with the guests better. But, for now, I want to keep churning out content. I want to keep giving you guys something, keep listening to my damn voice every Monday morning. And, I got some other ideas. I got something I'm working on for the show, which, hopefully I can get done soon and stop fucking around on. And some other content ideas. Again, I still want to do the live streams. It's just tough because the things that I want to live stream, I'm fucking working during. So, again, the goal is to get to a place where work isn't going to interfere with any content creation that I'm looking to do. So, keep listening, guys. Keep sticking it out. Only good things are going to come. We're going to have a great episode on Thursday for you. Make sure you guys follow me. All the social media links are in the description. Make sure you check out the website for all the other audio platforms, even though you already, are listening to your preferred one. But whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? If somebody asks you, hey, is this book Simian on Deezer? Then you can say, yes, here you go. Click right on that motherfucker. So make sure you share, like, comment, subscribe on my YouTube. And check out obsessiveaggression.com. Always make sure you do that shit. And that's it, people. Thank you guys for listening. I'm going to talk to you guys on Thursday. Peace.